have Misty come up, and again, I'm so excited. Misty made now I'm going to ask you a question. What was the reason behind you making a 5-hour plus trip in your car to be with us today?
Well, DNA of people, for sure. So, spot on, I want to learn. I want to see all of it put together. I wanted to put faces with the people on the call. So, but cool. I would say DNA of people, for sure.
Awesome. Well, come on up.
Yeah.
Give it up for Misty.
So, as everyone's talking, I'm observing what you're saying about resistance. And tying it back into how do we generate more and better leads and create clients and customers for life. And everyone talked about, well, you know, we give, like you do give, which is coincidental that on the call on the way up here yesterday, we talked at the end about how, well, are you going to be always a giver and, you know, people's just going to give, you know, take from you and take from you and you're never going to give. So I was thinking about that when you guys were all talking. So if we understand the DNA of the people that we are dealing with, I think that a lot of these challenges would be solved. Because in your situation, if you knew her personality, really knew her personality, and obviously if she hadn't paid rent for a while, you've had several conversations with her to really get down and know her DNA. You would have known, is she a taker or is she a giver? Can I benefit from this situation or can I not? So each of you run a business. And everyone's about making money. Of course, we wouldn't do what we did unless there was the driving force behind it, you know, that we aren't getting something out of it, you know. So what do I feel like would be the best way to generate more and better leads would be if you actually got into the DNA of everyone that you come in contact with. So I'm going to tell a quick story about a guy who wanted help with his business. So in business, I've been in business for, I don't want to say too much because then you'll know exactly how old I am. 15 years I've been managing people and doing different businesses, running them. And the mission statement in these corporations was always the really big deal. You know, do you have a mission statement? What's our mission statement? You got to live, breathe, eat, walk, talk that mission statement. Okay, cool. You know, I can tell you what each of one of those mission statements were for every company that I worked for. So this guy said, you know, here's my mission statement. Okay, what do? I make bolts. What kind of bolts? I make bolts. You know, it's my job, and he reads off his mission statement. I don't know what that was because it wasn't my job. But he knew it perfect. You know, and I'm like, wow, I want to buy your bolt. Where do you sell your bolt? At Lowe's, Home Depot? No. My bolt's like this big. Wow. Where does that bolt go? You know, like what? That's a little better. Well, my bolt goes in landing gears. Okay. Well, we're asking questions. You know, so we just keep asking questions. We keep peeling back the onion. You know, the layers. Okay. So think about that. Go back and think about what you're doing for a living. Find your purpose for making that bolt. You know, in a week, come back and let's talk about it and let's see what your purpose is. Why do you go to work every day? Each and every one of you. Why do you go to work every day? What's your passion behind it? What's your purpose behind it? So a week later, you talk with the gentleman and he says, well, I got it. I know why I go to work. I know why I make these bolts. And I know why I have to make these bolts. Perfect. Okay, awesome, great. What was it? Well, they go in landing gears of airplanes. And if I don't get it just right, I'm going to kill a whole lot of people. So I actually save people's lives. Now that's what you need to sell. Scratch your mission statement and go tell people, I save people's lives. because I make this bolt. You should buy my bolt because I save people's lives. That is going to sell people and generate clients. Your purpose, your life vision is going to sell people and help you generate more better leads than a mission statement or a touchy, good, feel good thing. You know, and I don't agree that you just have to be all, and it's my opinion, everybody has one. I don't agree that for good business that you should always be giving. You know, and people should always be taking. You should never get anything in return. So how do we change that? I think that we look at the DNA of people. So if you look into personality masteries, you would know in just a few minutes of meeting someone if they're an expressive, an analytic, a driver, annual, you know, all of that. So analytics, it has to make sense to connect with them about your product and your service. So know that. So when you're selling to an analytic, I work for one. So I have to be careful because he's going to watch this. So analytic is, of course, we go in order, is the cube. So they definitely like things to be perfect. So when we were lining up the tables, what did I say? Whoa, we're not in the center. I work for an analytic. Let's get that stuff all centered, you know. So expressive, which is what I am, which this isn't working. Okay, so here we go. This is me. Woo, crazy. Crazy wavy line. So, yeah, I have to have fun. I have to enjoy what I do, or I'm not probably going to be very good at it. So that's expressive. So we'll go in order. That's what Mark says to do. Sorry. Driver, analytic. Here the cube. Driver is the triangle. And of course, we all know that they'll run over you. They have one mission. They'll run over you if they have to get that one mission accomplished. So that's, I don't know if everybody can see it. I got to get my notes here. Okay, I'm done with this. So we're going with the triangle. So if you can help a driver reach their goal, then they're going to buy your product. Okay? And expressive, if you can show me that we're going to have fun and it's going to be exciting and I'm going to love doing it, I'll buy your product. For the annual, if it's going to build a relationship, they're going to buy your product. Or they're going to give back to you. So when you're looking at the different personalities, and that's a quick summary, there's so much more into it. I haven't even begun to tap into the personalities. I think for me that it's the most exciting thing to come meet all of you, know your personalities, you know. Yeah, I'm going to say, oh, they're in a wavy line. Oh, they're a ball. You know, so like that's what I will take away from it, because to me that's intriguing. Because if I can know you at the very core of your DNA, then I know your intent. So you're taking it back to Martin Luther King, who said 4 great words, you know, I have a dream. I could ask for volunteer. How many of you know really what his dream was really about? Why is all we hear about it, even now? He appealed to millions of people then, and he appeals to millions of people now with just 4 words, I have a dream. Now if he'd have got up there and said, I have a strategic plan, we'd all been like, yeah. Expressive, yeah, I don't hear it, like I'm done. So by him saying I have a dream, why is that? It's because he touched your heart. So I'm going to give each of you a heart. So when you leave today, realize to generate more and better leads, I think that you have to get to their wallet, you have to go through their heart. So you have to connect with them. You have to know their DNA. You have to, you know, of course we have to have business operating systems, and we have to have all natural laws. We have to know that stuff, and all this has to be in place. But if we not connect with people, we're on an island by ourselves. We're like castaway. We better get a volleyball and friend it. Because without the DNA of people, we don't really have anything. So to me, that's why I was driven to come out here. Actually, when I decided to come, I wasn't talking. I wasn't presenting. I wasn't doing anything. But every week, I am compelled to come back because I'm learning more and more about the DNA of people and who I can connect with and how can I help them. And I want to help each and every one of you. You can come up to me and say, and I have, I guess, as Mark tells me, quit giving IP away. Quit giving intellectual property away. I don't know. It's just my opinion. It's just like, hey, if you come tell me what you do for a living, I can probably give you 3 things that would score. You can go back and you can, build off of it. That's just how my mind works. Why? Because I care about people, because I connect with them on a deep level. People, there's tons of services comparable to each and every one of you. It's a big world. So what sets you apart from someone else is their experience with you. And then how you as a business owner look at that situation and say, okay, so they are a driver. Wow, they can get stuff done. So I've just given hope to a driver. Now I need help with this, this, and this. So for me, if you know their personalities, like in your case, what you were saying, if you know their personalities, how easy would it be for you to say, well, they're a driver, they're expressive. Man, I need some ideas on this stuff. I can just call them up, and since I was good to them, they will give back to me. And it may just be an idea, it may be a service, it may be anything, but if you know their personalities, it would be very easy for you to say, hey, I'm struggling with this, but hey, I was really good and gave so-and-so an experience, so because I know their DNA, I can call them and I bet they could help me. So I think the DNA of people and connecting with people is the key factor. So I would encourage everyone, there's a course you can go through Synergy, yes. Sorry, thank you. So there's a course that you can go through that I've learned a lot from, more than just on a call, a 4-week call, anything like that. So I would encourage, if you could set the money aside, if you could do anything at all that would help you tremendously short term, would be really to get involved with the personality masteries. Again, like we referred to in the beginning with the origami, don't think that you know everything. Don't have the teenage principle where you're already here and you can't learn anymore. There's times I talk to Mark and he'll laugh and he'll say, it's funny how, I was like, you're about to say that I'm using the teenage principle. I'm not. In no way, I want to learn. I want to keep learning until I die. So I don't ever want to cap out. That's my challenge. I don't want to cap out and become a teenager that I think I know more than the person beside me, because I can learn from each and every one of you, and it's definitely worth a 5.5-hour drive to do that. The benefit that I will take away, Kevin, is way bigger than a 5.5-hour drive that I'm going to get from connecting to each and every one of you. So I would encourage you, thank you for allowing me to present to you guys. I've never done it, so I know I probably was really, not the greatest. But I will challenge you, when we're talking at the end, I would like to know, I'm trying to get better with sticky messages, and I don't know if any of you guys have heard that, around, but it's simple. So did I make it simple? Did I make it unexpected, concrete, credible, and did I put emotion in it, and did I tell a story? So when I'm connecting with you guys and you're like, oh, hey, good job, whatever, attaboy, I want to know, did I apply what principles in there? And I love positive, I love feedback, even if it's not good feedback. Give it to me, I love it, I'll soak it up. So I want to know, what in that sticky message, because the next time I do this, it's important to me that someone takes something away so we're not wasting time, because time is so valuable. So thank you guys for letting me present.
Okay, so if that wasn't good in your opinion, I can't wait till you get good.
Good.
Because then it's just like, people are going to have impressions of people being slammed through the wall out into the stage.
Let's do it. Then let's charge for it.
Right? Yeah, there you go.
Make some money.
There we go. I love it. I love it. Great. So the first one, again, is the DNA of people. Again, let's go back to the principle of why you came here in the first place. What's the piece of the puzzle you're going to be taking out of here? Was it in that section? Did you take good notes? Are you selling bolts, or are you saving lives? Apply that to your business.